Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be explaining loop lighting to you, which is a shadow that we get underneath the nose and the upper lip. Now to achieve this effect, we've got one of our hard lights with us pointing at Hannah, and as you can see it's in a split lighting position where half of Hannah's face is now lit up and the other side is in shadow. Now what we need to be doing is moving this light around to now achieve this effect. So first of all, as the shadow is going to be coming downwards, we need to put this light up higher, like so. And if you don't stand on the cable, make sure it's also pointing down. So this light will be pointing down, because if I just get Hannah slightly turned towards me, you can just see it starting to appear there. But we want Hannah head on towards us. So what's going to happen is I'm going to move this light around. You're going to start seeing Rembrandt lighting appearing as well, but we just want to go a little bit further. So if we go to more of a 60-degree here. Now what loop lighting is literally where the nose shadow is now pointing down towards the upper lip, and we got that just appearing there. So I'm just going to take a couple of photos to show you. Now this is using a reflector, so we are going to get quite a hard shadow just to show you this example. So you just got a hard shadow appearing there, and we just got that loop lighting just underneath the nose. Now if you do go too far round, you are going to end up with what starts to become butterfly lighting. So I'm just going to show you an example where this is too far. You end up with a butterfly lighting look there. Now if you are interested in butterfly lighting, I have got a separate video on that as well, but we're just going to pop this light back, and depending on how much of a shadow you want is how far you want to wrap around there, because if we go too far, we'll also go back to Rembrandt lighting, which is around about here. And I have again got a separate video on that for you to also watch, but we just want to make sure that we are breaking that shadow between the nose and the cheek. So we're just going to have it around about there, and we're going to be getting loop lighting. Now loop lighting is used in a lot of fashion and beauty images. It does work well with hard and soft light, so I'm going to be showing you different examples using that next. So what we are looking for with loop lighting is this shadow that just starts underneath the nose and then loops back around to the top, and this is all based on the angle of the light. So what we have done, we just replaced our reflector hood and just put a 75cm Oxbox in the exact same place, and we're just going to do a couple of photos. So what's going to happen is the shadow's going to be a little bit softer, but you are still going to see that loop effect lighting as Hannah's posing away, as you can see. Now Hannah's got a lot more movement with this lighting setup now, so if Hannah wants to turn away or turn towards the light, she has a lot more freedom with this than other lighting setups such as Rembrandt lighting. So if Hannah wants to pose a little bit more freely, you will find as Hannah looks slightly upwards as well, so if you wouldn't mind looking up towards the light, you will see that shadow becoming a little bit more prominent as well. Now I'm quite happy with that, but as always we like to soften these shadows. So what I have done is I've put a softbox just to the side here. It's just at a 45-degree angle, slightly behind Hannah, and what this is going to do is just soften those shadows for us. But as a ratio, it's probably going to be 1 to 2 or 2 to 4, depending on how much shadow we'd want to fill. So we turned on our fill lighter here. Now I've gone for a 1 to 2 ratio here. So we are softening that shadow, but we're not removing it, but we're just softening it underneath Hannah's nose. And as Hannah's also wearing a navy blue dress, we just needed to lift Hannah off our black backdrop too. And this is just acting as a really nice kick light as well. We're just getting some wonderful effects there. And Hannah's got way more freedom now for posing away, which is a lot more fun to actually do. So you can easily go from Rembrandt to loop lighting with this based on how your model poses, so just be aware of that. So if Hannah starts turning a little bit more towards away from us here, you may end up finding that loop lighting, or could I get you just a little bit more towards me, sorry, just around about here, you may end up finding that may slightly start going into Rembrandt lighting territory. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video.